All right, guys, welcome back for our round 3 modern action here at
Am I
GameSwap
reading this
Mason.
correctly?
Yes.
A blue-white Stoneblade?
Well, I don't think it's actually playing
Excuse
Stoneforge
me?
Mystic.
Are we going to see a Tundra from Phil Jones? Oh my gosh.
He is playing blue-white mid-range with like Geists, Swords,
Oh
Gideons,
yeah, we went over this earlier.
And then we have Bob Hannum on red-black hollowed one. This is a list that if you guys had tuned in on Tuesday, you would have seen being played by Logan Reinhardt.
Please stop.
It's the same deck.
What is the contents of red-black hollow one?
You have.
I don't know how to do commentary for rogue
They have
matchups.
Faithless Looting.
Okay.
Burning Inquiry.
Okay.
You know what that card does?
No.
It's 1 red for a sorcery. Each player draws 3 cards and then discards 3 cards at random.
At random?
At random.
Hello, flashback Faithless Looting.
And then it also plays like Fiery Temper and obviously Hollow One.
Does it? Does
Lightning
red black
Bolts.
Hollow One play Hollow One?
You
What's
have
Hollow One again?
Hollowed Ones. It's 5 mana 4/4
Okay.
with cycling for 2. Whenever you discard a card or cycle a card, it costs 2 less.
Gotcha.
And it also has Flameblade Adept.
See,
And Flame Wake
6.
Phoenix.
I thought.
And then also plays Gurmag Angler. And it also mulligans.
Is there a dredge version of this?
It's not really a dredge version.
Vengevine.
There is the deck originally was red-green and did play Vengevine, and some people then have played Jund and played red-green with Vengevine, Gurmag Angler, sometimes even Death Shadow, because you also play Street Wraith.
Since the Open, one of the losses I picked up was to like a really nutty turn 2 double hollowed one Vengevine.
Yeah. Well, Bob Hannum just scryed a Burning Inquiry to the top.
Bobby here.
And
how much does Burning Inquiry cost?
it's 1 red. It's just a red mana.
Oh.
Yeah.
It just seems good.
Well, again, it's discard at random. So you can really
mess yourself up.
I've played this deck. When Logan Reiner had a copy, I was just playing with it. Yeah, that is Burning Inquiry. And I have discarded 2 hollowed ones to my Burning Inquiry. It felt so bad.
Like, the odds if you mulligan once just seem completely against you.
Actually, mulliganing, you have Faithless Looting. The mulliganing is not too bad. I mean, Bob's on a mulligan to 5, which, I mean, obviously isn't great, but you could definitely win on mulligans to 5.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about Burning Inquiry.
It's definitely a
Do we know if
very
Phil's playing,
variance card.
Is that a
I don't know which sword
Feast
that
and
is.
Famine? Feast and Famine and
that might be War and Peace, maybe?
Oh, I don't really know.
Oh,
see, Bloodghast.
Yeah, Bob discarded a Bloodghast, and is that 2 Lightning Bolts?
It is.
I don't know what that other, or maybe that's a Faithless Looting. I think it's a Faithless Looting that he discarded.
I'm a little curious why Bob, if he had a Bloodghast in his hand, didn't use the land first.
Maybe that's his only other land, and he really wanted to have his second land and want to make sure he didn't discard it.
I guess. I don't know.
I feel like
you
normally
just
you
have
need
to
like
roll the dice.
2 lands to like successfully operate.
Fetch for irrigated farmland.
Oh yeah, that's all the time. So wait, that I think is Light and Shadow.
We're smart. We know our swords very well. Then again, when's the last time you saw anything but a Batter Skull in Modern?
Who knows? Bob might now cast a copy of. Oh, I think he drew another copy of Burning Inquiry. We could be spinning the wheel again.
That card.
He also has a copy of Cathartic Reunion.
I like that card a lot more. That card's just bomb.
I don't know if that gets countered.
It's D+.
You feel real bad.
I'd lead with the Burning Inquiry.
Yeah.
Here. Or if I was Phil, I'd probably just. Oh, it's each player.
Yeah, it's each player.
Yeah, that's just annoying.
Yeah, I've been playing Jeskai Control against this red black hollowed one deck.
Really
my opponent cast Burning Inquiry, and I discarded my 2 other lands, and it was stuck on 1 land.
Got him.
So yeah, that can happen.
That was a loud got him. I apologize.
This is very loud.
What is that island?
It's just an island.
It's really pretty. I missed
You
the
guys.
old
Oh
Terminus.
wait,
Is that what I think it is?
I don't know. What is that?
Is that Deprive?
Maybe. I don't know what that spell is that was just cast.
No, that's not Deprive. What is that?
Matt, what is that?
It's a mist. What? Twin cast?
Twin cast.
What?
Wait.
Excuse me? What's happening?
He
Oh,
twin
no.
casted it?
Wait, so, Matt, make sure they're doing this right, by the way.
Let me read what twin cast does.
Yeah, sure.
Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy.
That's
So we're just going to
insane.
Burning Inquiry twice. That...
What's happening? It's just Wheel of Fortune.
We're kind of close. Apparently that is a Onslaught Island. And it's foil.
It's a good-looking Onslaught Island. I'd
So
buy it a drink.
literally, I think anything could happen here.
I don't like Burning Inquiry.
Well, we're gonna see a lot of it.
I mean, Burning Inquiry and the Twin Cast probably
Like
happens.
if Bob just like draws like
1 out of
2,
7.
oh, he discarded his hollowed one.
Oh my god.
So what's his hand now?
Hollowed one.
That would be nuts.
It's like it just.
It's
seems
another
like
Burning Inquiry.
What is this?
We have cast Burning Inquiry 3 times this turn.
There's no way Burning Inquiry is a playable card. Because Bob's just going down to 2 cards.
It can
in
actually be
hand.
really good in this deck.
I don't
like,
understand how.
Because if any hollowed one he casts after this is free.
Potentially, but there's already 2 in his
Oh,
yard.
we discarded another Bloodghast and a Flamewake Phoenix. You know what Flamewake Phoenix does?
Yeah, I do. I miss
Okay.
that card. Do you remember Chandra? Did you play in the red-white
No.
burn days in
And
Standard?
so we just cast 3 Burning Inquiries, and Bob
I'm
just
so
passes.
confused.
This is everything I want to happen in Magic.
I just want Phil to play a Geist of St. Traft and end this game. I literally thought there was a Force of Will in Phil's hand, and I realized it's probably a Stronghold Mana Leak.
Yeah. Oh, so we played a land. We got our Bloodghast back.
Pass turn, he says.
And
Telling
then we...
time.
Is that Telling Time?
That card is very underplayed.
Isn't Anticipate just better? Because it doesn't force you to put a bad card on top of your deck? There's a pull from tomorrow in Phil Jones's graveyard.
Is Telling...
Telling Time? Don't you have to put 1 in your hand, 1 on top, 1 on bottom? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I'd rather just play Anticipate.
Why is that? Just for the
In case,
one...
yeah, in case there's like 2 like a good card and 2 really bad cards, then you're not forced into drawing a bad card.
I don't know if I don't know. I really like Telling Time just because it has so much synergies with fetches, but double
I mean, yeah,
Bloodghast,
like
hello.
fetches could be decent.
I find it really hilarious though that one of the reasons why Burning Inquiry is good right now is because Bob's just getting free beaters for the rest of the game. Unless Phil has paths.
Yeah, and Null set. These players are both 1-1. Just the only players that are still 2-0. We had just seen
is the Pro Tour. I don't know what you're
we had
talking
just seen
about.
them on camera already. We wanted to get some fresh decks on camera.
This
Plus,
is
this
a
red black
9-man
hollowed
Pro
one
Tour.
deck has been doing very well on Magic Online.
Has it?
Actually, yeah, that's where this list is coming from.
Like in leagues or like
like in leagues.
like 5-0ing?
I believe so.
Huh. It's really weird to me. I don't know.
Flashback, Faithless Looting, and it gets mana leaked.
Although uninteractive decks are really good right now.
Yeah. So it's not actually Stoneblade.
What is that?
Is it a Worm Coil engine?
Is that Cryptic Command?
No, because that's a Kaladesh masterpiece or invention. I want to say that's Worm Coil engine.
Huh. Huh. Are you as confused as I am?
I mean, it's a blue-white mid-range deck. Like
It.
okay, it's probably not Worm Coil engine if we're just attacking into it.
Definitely not a Worm Coil engine.
Then what is that?
I don't know. Matt. PSA for Matt Minier, stream operator.
What was that?
Torrential Gear
It's
Hulk?
the Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
What?
It's the white Gear Hulk.
What? What's happening today?
I don't understand why we attacked a Bloodghast into a Cataclysmic Gear Hulk. That's a 4/5 with Vigilance.
I mean, it doesn't matter in...
I mean, yeah.
like,
I mean, so we could have blocked and then bolted.
That's like a reasonable thing to bluff. I think I've played Cataclysmic Gear Hulk once in Kaladesh Limited.
Yeah, I had...
It was pretty good, but...
So, weird story. My pre-release, I did 4 pre-releases for Kaladesh.
Sure.
I had one of those in my pool every single time.
That seems good.
Nah, the cards sucked. Like, it was a 5-mana 4/5.
Doesn't it wipe the board in your favor?
No, because your opponent gets to choose what they keep. Like, it was fine, but it wasn't like...
I like it.
I also, one of those decks had the green Gear Hulk, too. And Panharmonicon.
Oh,
I just played green-white ETB effects.
I win.
And it was actually in Two-Headed Giants, but I just wrecked with that one.
We need to play Two-Headed Giant more. Me and Russell Wilder are 12-0 in Two-Headed Giant matches. Matches, not games.
That's funny.
Here?
Oh, we have a Fiery Temper.
Hello. Goodbye.
Hard cast. So
counter that. Oh no, no counter.
No.
Camera going out of focus. That's how tilted we are.
And then we have Flameblade Adept and Cathartic Reunion hand for Bob.
What is Flameblade Adept?
This is 1 red for a 1/2 with Menace. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So if that had been in play when we did that triple Burning Inquiry turn, that'd be a 10-2.
Oh my god. I'm losing my mind right now.
Nullset says that he and Kyle Kepi are going to end your 12-0 run with Russell.
Who's Nullset?
I don't know. But he's calling you out.
Someone I know.
Obviously. He called you out by first and last name.
Where has Kyle Kepi been?
I don't know. I haven't seen him
in a while.
Is that
how you say Kyle's last name?
That's how I say his last name. I don't know if that's actually correct.
I never figured it out. I never see him around anymore.
Oh, it's Jason Morgan.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Jason?
I accept your challenge. We'll play for pink slips. I have nothing to put. I'll put up, like, draft chaff for... I don't know, a foil modern deck. That sounds fair, right?
Aren't you drafting Iconic Masters tomorrow?
Maybe, probably. It's going to be free. We get one free one at least.
Why?
We're commentating.
Like 20. Never mind.
You don't have, like... never mind.
So, we got Bloodghast coming back. We'll see...
How does Phil win this game? Does he just need a sword off the top and stabilize?
Yeah, like, sort of. I don't know what swords he's playing. Apparently he's playing Light and Shadow. It's in his graveyard.
The only one I like is sort of Fire and Ice, just because it's kind of cool and draws cards.
Jason has accepted your challenge.
Okay.
So we need to find Russell Wilder then.
He's going to be here tomorrow.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good.
2v2... Two-headed giant, winner take all.
Iconic Masters.
That's
Two-headed
deep.
giant.
Oh my god.
Someone gets mana drain and wins. There's a cryptic command.
Tap. Draw. Oh, that's
doesn't because those Bloodghast have haste now. Because Phil is at 8.
Phil has stop stacking your lands, Phil. I can't count. It's very misleading. He needs a sword and he just wins, right?
I mean, yeah, he's got a 2-turn clock with that Cataclysmic Gear Hulk. Those Bloodghast cannot block.
So we're off the top.
Jason, I didn't realize you were qualified for the RPTQ this weekend. That's awesome. Good luck.
Didn't Jason top 8 and open lately?
Yeah, he top 8 not the last Cincy one, but the one before that, the standard one.
Well, shoot. Looks like I'm losing in my two-headed giant match.
I don't know. Russell's really good at sealed for some reason.
I don't understand. He's like, he's so good at specifically sealed.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Did you ever hear about the insane bluff we had at Monster Games?
No, I did not.
I'll have to tell you about it later.
Okay.
So let's
see what this army of blood. army of Bloodghasts can do against this 4/5 robot?
Do you think Phil forgot that the Bloodghasts can't swing?
Why can't they swing?
Or
they can't block.
Excuse me.
Well, he cycled a Street Wraith. What do you find? Oh, he's digging for a Cryptic or something? I don't know. Please tell me Phil just has or Bob just has double burn spell in hand, like Fiery Temper Bolt.
I think he only has one card in hand, doesn't he?
I think he has 2.
Oh, 2. One of them's
one of them's a Dragon Skull Summit.
Kind of forgot that card got a reprint.
And we knew about the Flameblade. That's right.
Just any Stoneblade. Stoneblade him.
Oh well, no. Phil has a blocker now.
Nice.
Oh, that's lethal.
Tasty. +2/+2.
And then
damage,
put him to 1, and then deals 2 damage.
Ha.
Yep.
Oh wait, Flameblade's thing can.
No, because it's had protection from red.
Oh, no.
That's just lethal.
Woo! That's pretty good. Wait, does it give +2/+2?
Yeah.
Oh,
all the swords
4/5.
give.
My bad.
Yeah, all the swords give +2/+2 and protection from those 2 colors.
Well, here's another matchup where I have literally no idea what's gonna come out of the sideboard.
So Bob is probably gonna bring in some number of Ancient Grudges.
I can't use logic here. It's just whenever I see rogue decks, I just immediately blank, which I need to stop doing. Who's saying what? Is Jason talking shit again?
No, Jason's just saying that he won the PPTQ at Epic Loot.
Oh, that's like actually impressive.
Yeah,
winning events there is difficult.
Yeah, Jason, I won the first one of this season, so I know kind of how you feel.
So cool. Congrats. You guys
like
are so
I can't
cool.
plan any of the other ones, but I don't need to.
I don't understand why I can't do well at PPTQs. Specifically PPTQs.
Get good?
Grand Prix? Sure. Opens? Sure. IQs? Sure. I've top 8'd out of like 20-something PPTQs, 2. Maybe 3. Garbage. Teach me to draw better.
Okay. That's exactly like to ask people tell me that I need to shuffle better. I can't describe how I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Shuffle, like,
how do you?
I
shuffle
I know what they mean. They means like, oh, like if I drew like 6 lands in a row, they're like, oh, shuffle better, because like there was obviously a clump of lands. But
there was an argument for this once that they should just ban pile shuffling from tournaments, because if there is like an implicit bias in your mind that your deck is going to be arranged a certain way because of something you're doing, it's quote-unquote cheating.
Yeah, that is technically cheating, but
I guess, but
most people
that's pretty deep.
Use pile shuffling to count their cards.
Right, it doesn't.
That's why they
shuffling.
Limited it to once per game, so
like
every time you can just count your deck. Actually
pile shufflers are the worst.
Last Tuesday, I decided just real quick to do a pile shuffle and found out I only had 59 cards.
That's why we do it.
Yeah, there were only 3 Scalding Tarns in my deck. I still don't know where that Scalding Tarn is.
This is not my fault because I wasn't here last week.
No, it was not your fault. I don't know. I think I might have like dropped it on the ground and just
casually
picked
loses
it up.
a Scalding Tarn.
Yeah, it was quite annoying.
I know for some people it's not a big deal, but we're young and poor.
Luckily, I had actually just opened
another
my fifth Scalding Tarn that I hadn't.
You opened the Scalding Tarn?
I have like a Modern Masters 3-pack.
I almost said a bad word on the PG-13 stream.
It was at I think it was at Star City Games Cincy. I needed like sleeves or something from a.
Did I tell you about my weird occurrence?
No.
At SCG Cincy. So I was playing in the Open, and the next day I finish up the Classic, and I'm going to return a deck to somebody. And when I lay out the deck...
Oh, wait, I was there for that. I remember this now. You were like missing like 4 cards.
Yeah, so to finish the story, I laid out the deck. I had 75 cards. I had borrowed it from somebody. And somehow, from the time I finished my last match and handed my deck back to my friend, I lost a Windswept Teeth, a Devoted Druid, and a Vizier of Remedies. So I go up to the judge's booth to Lost and Found, And turns out, lo and behold, they had a Vizier of Remedies, a Devoted Druid, and a Windswept Teeth in the exact same sleeves I used, all the correct wear and tear. But they had been turned in yesterday. And I had no idea what to do.
So, Knowledge 7. That's interesting. I like that name. Just the reason it's called Stoneblade. It's not actually like there's no Stoneforge Mystics, but he's playing a bunch of swords, geists.
Artifacts are stones, kind of.
I mean, yeah, we call like mana producing artifacts mana rocks. So I guess you could see artifacts as stones.
What's your opinion on the Stoneforge Mystic debate in Modern?
Oh, whether it should be unbanned?
Yeah. Is that too good?
I don't think it would be completely dominant, but we would get to a weird point where why are you playing mid-range decks that don't have white? So, like, I don't know if you would play Stoneforge Mystic in Abzan. I feel like you would. I don't even
know how good it would be. I just know I don't want to deal with instant speed Batterskull ever.
I know that anything that plays Kolaghan's command is going to get a lot better.
Yeah, that would probably spike.
I feel like I think it has about the same amount of likelihood as getting unbanned as Bloodbraid Elf. Because if Bloodbraid Elf gets unbanned, why are you playing Abzan instead of Jund?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, Bloodbraid Elf is really good.
Anyways,
well, then you just get wrecked by burn.
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready for this turn 1 Faithless Looting.
I'm ready for turn 1 Burning Inquiry, Simian Spirit Guide, Burning Inquiry.
He doesn't have Simian Spirit Guide.
We're gonna pretend he's sideboarding in the Simian Spirit Guide.
He has Treasure Mage in his deck, I believe. To get like Treasure Mage or Trophy Mage.
Which one's the 3-drop? It's Treasure.
Trophy Mage is the one that can turn up 3 drops. Yeah. So I believe that's how he's finding his swords.
You ever played Scrap Trawler in Limited?
I have not.
With Trophy Mage?
I have not. Okay, Phil just did something that really annoys me.
What?
He cut the top card off of Bob's deck. Like, he cut his deck and just put that top card from the top to the bottom. I hate it when people do that.
Why?
I don't know. It's so annoying.
I mean, I would shy away from doing that just because I feel like my opponent could say, well, you totally saw the top card of my library.
Yeah, like,
somehow.
Every time they do that, I feel like that's maybe like something that happened. It's also just
there are a lot of cheaters in Magic.
Because, like, that's not... The whole point of cutting or shuffling your opponent's deck
is
to randomize, or to like make sure if they did like stack their deck in some way,
what was that
you prevent it. I don't know. Was that that might have been Condemn.
I love that card so much. Oh
yes, the turn 1 0 mana 4/4. Let's do it.
Cha 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 cha.
But so if like the whole point of doing that whole cutting your opponent's deck or shuffling your opponent's deck is to prevent them if they are cheating.
Yeah.
But you take the top card, like, what's the point? Sure, I've put my perfect 7 on top of my deck.
Oh, no.
You've now removed 1 card from it. It's still insane.
I usually just pick it up and give it a quick fan.
Yeah, I just, like, do the quick, like, waterfall shuffle.
I'll, like, look away, make awkward eye contact so they know I'm not cheating.
Although it gets really awkward at team events. You have to be really careful about that, because... It was a turn 2 Gurmag Angler.
Oh,
this is like the This is why this deck is good. Oh, I got pathed. But still, he's got a turn 1 4/4.
I just
take that, Death Shadow. You can barely do that.
Is that Shadow even good anymore?
It's still a good deck. It's definitely still good. Actually,
Grixis just kind of seems like,
Logan Reinhardt and I have been actually testing Death Shadow in this Red-Black Hollow One deck. Because you fetch Shock a lot and you cycle Street Wraiths. It's actually not bad.
I imagine.
It lets you get your Flamewake Phoenixes back.
So, like, how is the Black-Red Hollow One deck built? Just to capitalize on as many possible hits off of Burning Inquiry?
Or just to... Because you fill up your graveyard really fast with Gurmag Anglers. You just want to put really big things into play as soon as possible.
Yeah, but like as far as the creature spread, how many creatures are there?
There's 4 hollowed ones, I believe 4 Gurmag Anglers.
Do they play Tasigur?
4. I don't think they play Tasigur. I'm pretty sure there's like 4 Flameblade Adepts.
Tombstalker?
No.
1 Tombstalker?
There's only, I think, like 1 Delve Threat. Oh, we're going to see him get back a Flamewake Phoenix here.
Hello.
Combat, get my 2/2 flyer back. Hit you for 6, put you to 8.
What's is it Ferocious Trigger it comes back?
Yeah. It's a 3 mana 2/2 flying haste, must attack.
Poor Bob.
Why poor Bob? Oh, that he must attack.
Poor Bob. I'm not being sarcastic at all. You should know this about me. I've known you for
sometimes.
what, like almost 3 years?
Yeah, it's probably been around there.
God. Get it together, Patrick.
I never have it together.
We played a Tarka Red. We're not allowed to have it together.
You played a Tarka Red. I never touched that deck.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
We totally played a Tarka Red.
Never
We have played in a Tarka Red mirror. At a PPTQ at top tier gaming.
I was playing Abzan.
You were playing a Tarka Red.
I was playing Abzan.
What?
I promise you.
I don't think so. There's no way you never played a Tarka Red. Am I losing my...
yeah, you're losing your mind.
Okay. Side note, I really miss a Tarka Red.
Just play Desert Red.
What is that deck?
So it's like the Ramanop Red, except you're playing a bit of a longer game, and you're playing Sand Strangler. Oh, sorry. It's 3 in a red for a 3/3.
Okay.
If you have a desert in play under your control or a desert in your graveyard, it deals 3 damage to a creature when it enters the battlefield. So there's a lot of creatures right now that have 3 or less toughness in standard.
Did you say Desert Strangler?
No, Sand Strangler.
Oh, never mind. I thought you said something else.
So there was a match from
I
commentated last night. That was Taylor Gunn on Desert Red versus John Douglas on on Sultai Energy. And game 2, Taylor saw 3 Sand Stranglers and just
Sand Stranglers?
Yeah, whatever. Just destroyed him. It is literally Desert Tongue Kavu.
It seems so slow.
It's a worse Flame Tongue Kavu, obviously, but it's probably the closest we're gonna get.
Gosh, us talking about I want to see this. What's the Adept?
Flameblade Adept?
Yeah, I just want to see that be asininely huge. I want to see it by itself swing for the last.
I think the largest I've made it is a 5/2. No, it was 6/2.
Ooh.
I cast Burning Inquiry and then I cycled 2 Street Wraiths.
Bob plays a full playset of Teamer Battle Rage, right?
I don't think so. I don't think the deck plays Teamer Battle Rage.
He should.
It doesn't let you
Simian Spirit Guides.
It doesn't let you discard cards or get value from your graveyard. I mean, the only reason they're playing Lightning Bolt is they're like, we need some form of interaction.
It's also just good for reach, so. Oh my gosh. What happened in the days of Modern where you could watch a highly interactive game between Splinter Twin and Bloom Titan pre-Summer Bloom ban? I miss that deck.
No, you don't.
Have you ever played that deck?
I've played with it and against it.
You ever played it with 2 Amulets of Vigor? I
have not played it. I've seen it played with 2.
3 hasty Primeval Titans in 1 turn.
You can do it with 4. Billy Caminos has a best of SCG live video.
Can you do 4 with 2?
He did it with 3.
He had 3 amulets if you have 2
and got all 4.
You just make infinite amounts of
mana. It was nuts.
Was this trigger on the stack? Pump this. This trigger on the stack? Pump this. Oh my god.
So we saw Thoughtseize come in for Bob.
We can't actually seriously commentate it. It's so hard.
It's fine. It's easy. I got it.
Is it? Thoughtseize is actually really relevant.
Yeah, Thoughtseize is probably like the best card you brought. We didn't see an Ancient Grudge, I don't think.
Like, the more I think about it, if I'm not being a jackass and deviating from commentating, Phil probably has some numbers of Rest in Peace and Relics.
Yeah. So this is a discussion that Logan and I were actually having. We're trying to figure out how good Graveyard Hate is against this red-black deck. It gets a lot better when Phil is on the play, because he can shut down turn 2 Gurmag.
So I feel like a lot of the power of this red-black deck comes specifically from the early 4/4s.
Yeah,
and then
he does have a hollowed one in hand.
All of its staying power if you can take care of the blood ghasts and things. Outside of that, though, like Gurmagging on turn 2.
So here's the real question.
What's up?
If you were going to play this red-black hollow 1 deck, and he's also mulliganing, so we have 2 mulligans of 6 here.
It's not Protean Hulk combos, so I don't know if I would do that. But.
And you cast Burning Inquiry.
Okay.
Would you look at the cards before you chose your things were discarded randomly?
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
I like knowing.
That just makes it hurt so much more when you know there's like 2 hollowed ones in your hand and they're like, oh my god, if I don't discard either of these, this is insane.
So are you saying like drawing 3 and not looking at those 3?
Yeah, like put your hand face down and just like put 3 cards on top.
That would stress me out so much. Oh my god. D-Sphere is actually really good here. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, the Dungeon Sphere is decent, but I don't think the hand had enough lands. Can we just see both players mulligan to 5? Is that what we're going to see?
0. Let's see.
I do think... I actually don't know who mulliganing favors. I think it's Bob.
Really?
So he has all these things that are like, say, draw 2 cards, draw 3 cards. Now he then has to discard cards.
I feel like specifically in this matchup, because if he does stick an early threat, Phil has to have an answer.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Very, very mid-rangey. So if he's missing those land drops and can't hit his removal or blockers on time, whew, Phil, you dead. But the red-black Holland deck just seems like it can have real nutty starts.
It can have really nutty starts, and then it could just do absolutely nothing.
I can't play decks like that. It's hard. I want to play Vizier Nightfall. That deck's so good.
Like I said earlier, refuse to play the card Collected Company anymore.
Why do you hate Collected Company? It's nuts.
So I don't
like it.
You ever
Collected Company into Eternal Witness and a Knight of the Reliquary?
I have. I have done exactly that.
It feels good.
I don't know. It's just for me. There's too much variance involved when that happens. And it also just forces you to build your deck in such a way that's like, if you don't draw a copy of Collected Company,
true. I'll give you that.
Your deck is just kind of a lot of crappy creatures.
Janky 3-drops dot deck.
Yeah, I'd rather just play a deck that has individually powerful cards.
With that said, the construction of the so every Collected Company deck right now outside of Elves, but even then, actually no, they do play Devoted Druid. Devoted Druid has the Splinter Twin effect in Modern.
Oh, so we have turn 2 Rest in Peace here from Phil.
Oh,
that'll be pretty good. And Bob did not have a turn 1 discard effect.
Goodbye, Street Wraith.
He was cycling a Street Wraith, so he's trying to find it.
But you should give a Collected Company deck with Devoted Druid a try.
I have. I've played Vizier Nightfall.
When have you played Vizier Nightfall?
It was a while ago. I have a video from a feature match of a Friday night FNM Modern.
That's confusing.
And I played horribly. I played so badly against Affinity.
It is a hard deck to play sometimes.
I forgot Walking Ballista could kill
everything.
Etched Champion.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Patrick.
It was bad. Honestly, I don't know why he didn't fetch Basic Mountain. Oh, we're just going Bolt you.
Oh.
We're going for it.
Blood Moons. Why did he get Basic Mountain?
I don't know. I definitely think he wanted just to get a Dragon Skull Summon, especially since he didn't do anything. Sorry, not a Dragon Skull Summon, a Blood Crypt.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, what? What's going on?
I believe this is him saying he has Ancient Grudge in hand. But I don't think. Wait, he has Beast Within in hand? Oh, he's just speculating.
We're so into this.
I'm pretty sure he has Ancient Grudge in his hand. But the fact that he has not gotten a black source yet. Although now that I think about it, the black cards are almost all graveyard based.
What
but that's right. Why would you get Ancient Green Source for Ancient Grudge? Because there's a Rest in Peace in play.
I don't know.
And then, like, if you had Blood Moon, why would you need Basic Mountain? That would lead you to fetch Basic Swamp. So I don't know what Bob's doing with his mana base here. I am a little befuddled.
Askew. Frazzled.
Perplexed.
Distraught.
I'm not distraught.
I'm running out of slightly fancy words. I'm not educated and learned enough.
You could definitely... I think you could call me slightly perturbed.
That's a good one. Crap, this is hard. Can't think of any. I can't even think of any puns. I always try to think of puns whenever I'm doing this on stream, and I just can't. It's so hard to do on the fly. And don't you dare make an opt pun or rest in peace pun, because that's just way too easy.
I was actually just about to say something. I was just about to say rip.
I know.
That's all I was about to say.
I know you were.
So, both of these players have not done much. I think Bob has Cyclostry Wraith
needs to.
fetched,
He just has rest in peace.
And so, I don't know. Bob has drawn a lot of lands. Maybe we're gonna see a hard cast Gurmag Angler. Maybe, I don't know.
Costs 8.
7. Costs 7.
Never mind. Ugh. I'm puking just thinking about that.
You've been told you should opt for the easy rip puns.
Who said that?
Super
I don't care
Beans
who it is.
1000.
Get out.
Nah, we love you.
Oh my gosh. I want at least 2.5 of your beans. Specifically 2.5. Better be coffee.
Yeah. Oh, so we have another black source.
I don't want to hear you justify a hard cast Gurmag.
No, I believe we're going to see a hard cast Bloodghast.
What's happening?
A hard cast Bloodghast.
Does Bob indeed have a Beast Within in hand?
I don't think so. I know this deck normally plays Ancient Grudge in the sideboard. So
what do we do if Bob gets there with a 2/1?
Well, I think he just drew a Flamewing Phoenix, maybe. No, I think it's actually just another Lightning Bolt.
It is a Lightning Bolt.
So I really want to know what's in Bob's hand right now.
I wish we need like
'cause it's like
a more convenient angle for
our
player hands.
He could.
Oh, hello.
Ooh, Dragon Lord Ojutai.
Oh, I miss her so much.
Okay, whoa. The blue dragons were guys.
Isn't Ojutai?
No, Ojutai and Silumgar were guys.
Never
Otarka, Dramoka, and Kolaghan are all girls.
I miss them so much.
There you go. Just go for your non-gender specific pronouns.
They are one of my favorite Dragon Lords because that card is just
Dragon Lord Ojutai
insane.
was nuts.
You played Esper Dragons, right?
Nope.
Oh,
I could play the card Siege Rhino in that format. So you know what I did?
Yeah, you could also play Counterspell.
You couldn't. No, you could play Silumgar.
You could literally play Counterspell.
Literally all I played in that format was Siege Rhino.
It just sucked, though, because it doesn't matter how well you played the Dragons deck. If you ever ran into green-red ramp, you just lose immediately.
Yeah. Oh, that deck was nuts, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Dragon Lord Otarka was insane. 7 mana, 8/8 flying trample. That just dealt 5 damage to something.
I remember naming Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, Ugin, and Worldbreaker off of On Curve, like 3, 4, 5 Infinite Obliterations, and I still lost that matchup after resolving Monastery Mentors. Yeah.
Did you play at all of the Magic Online flashback draft?
No.
Or not the flashback standard league, the recent. So you could
the
play.
The only Moto I ever played was drafting. That was for like a
you could
year
play
and
Esper Dragons. You could play that Devotion deck.
Oh,
All I wanted to do was play the Abzan control deck that was on there, but I didn't get it. All I got was green white tokens and mono blue Devotion.
I just miss Elspeth.
I miss that card too.
Probably the best Planeswalker I've ever played with.
We see these highly synergistic rares being played by Bob.
They're synergistic if Rest in Peace is on.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to see a chump blocking with a Flamewing Phoenix and then bolting Ojutai.
I wonder if we'll see a counter spell.
Can Phil protect it?
I don't know. He has no. Does he not have a counter spell?
It's got Condescend.
0. Do it for 0. Look your
apparently
opponent in the eye.
Phil has Sphinx of the Final Word in his hand.
Have you ever looked in your opponent? How much have you played Tarka's Command?
Back when I played Burn and I could play green reliably, I played it a lot.
Have you ever stared into your opponent's eyes on 3 lands and said, Atarka's command, 3 to you, put a land into play. Fetch Searing Blaze. Ah!
Okay, so I think this might have been a misstep by Bob.
What
he
happened?
cycled a Street Wraith. I would have just played it. That's a 3/4 Swamp Walk.
It is a 3/4 with Swamp Walk.
Although he has this hollowed one in his hand that he can cast these 2 hollowed ones.
We're dangerously close to hardcast Gurmag.
I want to see it happen. He was 1 land away from hard casting Gurmangler.
Fish.
Teddy Jr. No. Robert Meadows is not here tonight, unfortunately.
Where is Robbie?
I don't know.
I've never been here on Thursday.
I wanted to see him play Teamer Pile.
I love Teamer Pile.
Oh, so is this the playing of the 2 hollowed ones? I thought I saw 2 in his hand.
Oh.
Yes.
Is that a foil one? Or is that
I believe it's foil. So that makes sense as why he cycled the Street Wraith to play both hollowed ones. Oh, they're both foil apparently. One's just hitting the light better.
Oh. It does look very bright.
So this is...
Is that a Minamo?
That is a Minamo.
That's so good.
So the Dragon Lord Ojutai's tapped, and he tries to target it, and then you untap it, and then it gets hexproof again.
Is that how it works, Patrick?
That's how it works.
That is how it works.
I don't know how.
Oh wait, that's a Sword of Fire and Ice.
That's so good.
So this is a 2-turn clock.
Oh my gosh!
I don't care that Bob's gonna die to it. I just want to see. Oh, we just had the Ancient Grudge. Oh, I wanted to see the Hardcast Gurmag Angler.
Okay.
All right, so
is he targeting his own hollowed one?
I don't know. So that's gonna be it for our round 3. It was actually a pretty interesting match for these.
That's a word for it.
For what we saw here.
I love how nice you're being.
Yeah, I actually really like this Red Black Hollowed One deck.
I do. Actually.
I definitely think it was really good when we played Death Shadows in it. We cut the 4 Fiery Tempers and just replaced them with 4 Death Shadows.
You think we'll have something meta next round or something equally as wild?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll be back with you
round. Yeah, round 4 is always weird because some people are just drawing to get store credit.
Oh.
Yeah, we will see you guys here soon.